I felt like there was a different sense of urgency from them all week long in the prep. And so I'm glad that it all worked out. And, TCU is a really good team. I think it was just a matter of us putting it all together in all three phases. I think it worked out nicely, and it felt good. This game felt like I've been asking us to do this the whole time. So it's my job to get them to play this way every game. But I'm glad that it showed up now, especially in November, where we can try to build some momentum off of it. So, just talked to Sonny before the game and everything, and just Big 12's crazy, So around this time, you got to be ready to play at the end. And we saw a lot of the games in college football, how close they were, and so it was just nice being in control of this one. And just really proud of the guys overall. Proud of the coaches. Thought they worked really hard too, and I thought it was a really good game plan in all three phases. Not perfect enough, but we'll take the win. But there's a lot of room for improvement still, and we'll just get to work. But right now we got to celebrate it and got to praise the guys for what they were able to get done. So, what questions do you guys have for me?
Bring up the game plan. What were the areas of focus this week offensively, kind of bouncing back from last week?
Yeah, offensively, I felt like it was just good. Let Bear throw the ball, and you don't always have to max pro for him. I think let the tackles block and let the we threw the ball in a lot of different ways, play action, but also we're able to just do some drop back pass and just open the playbook. Just let us do our thing and mix in the run too. But I felt like we were just trying to do whatever we took to get points on the board and keep the first downs. That's a lot of first downs, and so it was good to put it all together and then taking care of the football. I was really pleased with how our offense did that, but it just felt like that's what we're capable of doing. We just got to keep the momentum going and get into next week.
Kalani, you scored as an offense on your first 7 drives, didn't punt until the fourth quarter. How pleased were you with the efficiency, and what do you feel like kind of keep that efficiency from inconsistency from drive to drive?
Yeah, I thought just it helps when you win first down, So even though I think some of the first downs were just a 3-yard gain, it's okay. And then you just build off of that. I like that the guys played pretty disciplined. I don't know how many penalties we got, but 2 penalties. I think one was the PI at the end on the backup, and then the other one was a hold. I think on Jada on the fly sweep. So other than that, the guys played pretty clean and not a lot of MAs on all three phases. The guys played pretty good. We can do some really good things if everyone plays clean football.
Well, did you allow yourself to start thinking about this notion of style points because of where the CFB is and where you are during this game at all?
I just want to win the game, and winning is the best style to me. So yeah, I wasn't thinking about any of that stuff. We're just trying to grind the clock, and we went really conservative at the end, trying to just end the game. So. And I was just happy with how the guys responded. We got some reserve guys in there and some really quality reps against their ones, and I'm glad they were able to get a stop. And gave a little bit too many yards, but they got a stop, and it'll be great to build on that.
Do you feel like you were treated fairly by the CFP committee with this last release of the rankings?
Yeah, I don't get involved in that. I'm just going to keep playing ball. So yeah, I'm probably the wrong guy to ask about that stuff. We just play ball. Huh?
You were pretty fired up after that Satuala interception and add Tanner Wall's interception to hold this offense to just 1 touchdown. What does that say about the opportunistic nature of this team?
Yeah, I thought defensively, Jay Hill and the staff, the defensive staff did an amazing job prepping for this game, and then the players just executed everything that we asked them to, and they were to get some chunk yardage. I think in the run game they were trying to force the run, but it got to the point where it was too far. They were too far behind to catch up. So we knew that we could make it hard on them, at least limit the big plays. But I thought overall defensively, great game plan. I was fired up about Fale's interception because Tausili got some pressure. That's what we brought him here to do, to get some pressure. And he had a really good game, and we just got to get him on the field. And Nusi and all those guys have done a great job. So we used a bunch of guys, and it's just nice to see them coming along and giving them opportunities to make plays. I was fired up for the entire defense on that.
What were your thoughts on the physicality of the offense? You guys had 13 more minutes, time of possession. Just speak to kind of the methodical drives you guys sustained to get scoring drives.
Yeah, we like. I mean, I like that. So I'm an old fullback, so that's my kind of style, you know. And, it was good to see the guys get some hard yards in there and just play some physical football. So that was a lot of fun.
Kalani, what made you want to change punters this week?
Well, Sam punted last week. He was banged up. He was hurt on his kicking leg. So it probably explains some of the shanks that he had. He had a couple shanks, and that wasn't like, that's not how he kicks normally. So I think you remember at the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, we were trying to pin them deep and went off the side of his foot. And so the decision was to let him hold and then rest him from kicking. And so I hope that he can be ready to go this next week. But Fuller is great. Fuller can kick. He's got a strong leg. It's just unfortunate that he dropped the ball on that one, and because he's such a talented kicker. And so we still believe in him. He's still young, but I think he'll get his opportunities. And I told him, we still have faith in him being a kicker for us.
How big
How
of
did
a
you feel
focus
Bear
was
rebounded from last week's performance?
Yeah, I thought he did a good job. I thought he looked different this week in practice. I think he wasn't happy with the result and how he played last week, and I like it when guys, show it in the week of prep, and so all week in practice he was a little bit different. He was more focused on what he wanted to get done this weekend. So it was good to see that.
How big of a
He's growing
focus-
up. Huh?
How big of a focus was it to get LJ a bigger volume of touches? You got 25 touches tonight.
Yeah, we know that if we can just give him the ball, he's healed up a little bit, so he can deliver, a little bit of some punishment. So I don't mind letting him earn those yards like that. It's okay.
Carson had one of the best performances of his college career tonight with 79 yards and a touchdown. What does it do for you guys' offense to really get the tight end involved in the passing game like that?
Yeah, I'm really proud of all that Carson does. I mean, tonight he was able to catch the ball, but for the most part, he's been amazing all year long, blocking and working with Kian and Noah and the other tight ends. They've done a great job. So just really proud of all that he's done. It was good to see him get the ball and score.
Piggybacking off of that, Carson Ryan, the way that Aaron utilized him, he was extending him out, getting some isolated one-on-one situations on the peripheral kind of offensive formations rather than in line. Could you kind of expound on that?
Yeah, looking at the game plan, A-Rod did a great job at organizing different looks, and then throwing bullet screens out there a little bit. He's athletic enough that he can run routes on DBs, but he's also, he's physical that you can use him to block too out in space. So it's just been really nice to be able to use all the guys and all the weapons that we have, and it was good that everybody was able to execute. So just really proud of overall the performance.
You brought up Telsey, Liakana, and Newsy got a sack late. How do you feel this pass rush is coming along as the final stretch run of the season?
Yeah, they're still young, so they're coming along really nicely, and it's the right timing. So we'll see what happens. We got another beast next week, and Cincinnati throws the ball all over the place, so this will be a good opportunity for those guys to see what they can do.
Last
But
two questions.
yeah, I'm just really pleased with everybody and how they worked this weekend, tonight.
You lost Waylon in game due to injury. Was he the only one that went down that you're aware of?
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. He's tough, He's we just have a really good rotation, and there's no point in putting him in if he wasn't going to be 100%. Sonny and Kyle and the rest of them can take care of it. So and Austin and those guys.
BYU's has been pretty minimal comparative to the teams that you're competing against, especially this late in the season. What do you attribute that to, the minimal amount of individuals that are out?
Oh, you talking about injuries?
Yeah, injuries.
Yeah, I think a lot of factors go into it. One is the training room. Our trainers have done an amazing job with our doctors, and then you have to give a lot of credit to the strength room, to our strength coaches, to Phyllis and the group, and then Skyler's done a great job organizing the entire thing. So when they're able to, we use science with what we do, and we've been physical. We've been physical this entire season, and especially during camp. And so I think that stuff is all starting to carry over. And I think right now I expect our guys to be stronger now than they've ever been. And so the statistics tell us that and the analytics tell us that we're doing a really good job right now, and probably in better shape now than we were even 6 weeks ago. So that's good going into to the end of the season.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys, thank you.